Hi, Justyna.
Hello.
So, today we have an investigation session. You don't know anything about the session. You don't know the questions I have to do. I have to ask you. So, let's start if you want, if you can.
Sure.
So, do you prefer a little induction?
Yes, please.
So, I count 10 to 1. So, you can get relaxed. Very calm, slowly. I count 10 to 1. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And now I count 1, 2, 3. While I count, you you connect to a person, a dead person, a very popular and famous person. The person is Freddie Mercury of the Queen band. 1, 2, 3. When you get the connection, just notice me.
I think it's already there. The connection.
Okay, so first of all, just identify him by etheric DNA.
It's
Mm-hmm.
him.
It's him. Okay, describe his DNA.
It's dense.
What?
It's dense. It's dense in
Hmm?
the inside and lighter on the outside. It's as if a string of three parts with a denser part inside and lighter parts outside.
Mm-hmm. It's completely human.
No, there are particles there that look different.
Hmm. But the majority of the DNA is human or not?
It's human.
It's human. Okay. So now I want to talk directly to him. Do you allow me?
Yes.
Thank you. Freddy? Freddy. How are you?
This is a strange feeling.
Yes, it's strange. Did you talk to anyone first before this moment? After your death on Earth?
Not as directly as this.
Mhm. Am I bothering you? How are you, Freddy?
Hard to say. The emotions here are I can't identify them.
Okay, so Freddy, I have only a few questions for you. Freddy, are you reincarnated on Earth?
No,
No. And where are you now?
I'm somewhere calm, somewhere wrapped in this calm, warm energy. I'm
Hmm.
waiting. I think I'm waiting.
You are waiting. So you feel yourself into blocked into something?
No, rather reflecting.
Hmm. Okay. How is the place where you are now?
It's like when you sleep
Hmm.
and when you're about to wake,
Hmm.
but I think I haven't been gone long, have I?
Hmm. Just describe the place where you are in, Freddy. How do you see it?
It's like a cave with a forest inside it. There's warm light,
Hmm.
but sometimes I feel like swimming in
Mm.
the ocean.
Do you feel good in this place?
Yes,
Hmm. Okay, so Freddy, just a question about the logo of your band, Queen. Why did you choose the zodiac signs and the phonics to create the logo of your band?
because it belonged to me.
Hmm. Uh, did you have a esoteric culture to do this, or it was only for image you had in your mind?
It was to be recognized. It was so that they knew that it was me.
Why the phoenix? What does it mean, if it means something?
It means the journey, the connection, the channel.
Freddie, was the band, the Queen band, the creation of this band, wanted before your incarnation as a Freddie?
Yes, it had been written.
Hmm. And why? Why did it want be wanted before your incarnation?
To be able to connect the members.
Hmm. Freddie, who decided it? The creation of the band.
It's like the instruction was already there. I already knew.
You know now, not before, just now.
No, I knew in me that I had to do it when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Okay.
like it was ready for me. It was just there.
Hmm. Okay. And was your bisexuality decided for some reason to before your incarnation or after your incarnation, but was it a reason?
I couldn't really control it, I think. It was just something I wanted to, something was missing. I don't know. I wanted to get that inside me and couldn't.
Okay, and Freddie, you contracted the HIV on Earth, and who decided it? And it was before incarnation, the decision? If yes.
I don't know when it was decided. I think it was to pull me back. I think my time has ended.
Did you know you will go into death for the AIDS disease on Earth? Did you know it before your incarnation?
No, I didn't know. You don't really know. It gets hazy. All the details get hazy. I just felt there was something I needed to do, and I did it, and it felt good.
Okay, I'm going to asking these things because the correct question is this. You was a public beloved character, singer, and you spoke out about your homosexuality. You had a homosexual relationship and you didn't didn't hide this. And two, after a discretional period, you spoke out about your IDS disease. So it was in a period on Earth when these themes was a taboo, or there was not so much information. It was a project. It a designed project.
What do you mean, was it a project?
Mm. It was decided before your incarnation or another dimension for some reason.
Everything was decided
Mhm. Decided by who?
by the master.
The master. Who is the master?
The master is maybe not the best word. The builder.
The builder. Who is the builder?
He puts the pieces of this density.
Mhm.
He puts it all together. And sometimes he needs to introduce a new piece.
Do you know him?
I was the new piece.
You was the new piece. Okay. Do you know him? The builder.
Define knowing.
Define knowing. Do you know who is he?
I cannot identify him wholly, but
Hmm. But
I feel him.
can you feel him? Can
Yes,
can you talk to him?
yes,
Did you ever talk to him?
yes,
When was the last time you talked to him?
but not in speech.
Yes, I know. I think. So, ask him why was decided that you on Earth was a famous. beloved character, singer, and you was homosexual, bisexual, and you was going to death by AIDS, a new disease in the world. Why? Just ask him.
Sometimes I don't understand his answers.
Mm-hmm. This time, yes or not?
When you ask about this, he says there was stagnation, and stagnation leads to stability in some. And with stability, there's no opening for experiments.
Okay. Do you allow to talk directly to the builder? I'm going to ask him directly.
It's not my permission to give.
Mm-hmm. So,
He decides for himself.
okay. I ask Justyna. Let me with Justyna. Justyna, disconnect. How are you?
Good.
How did you feel when you was channeling Freddie?
Good. It's calm. It's peaceful.
Peaceful. Okay. So, do you allow me to talk directly to this builder?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you see this builder?
Like a lot of immense energy. It's swirling around,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of information
Mm-hmm.
inside it.
Okay. So, I'm going to ask you to channel this builder, but if you don't feel comfortable, if you feel this energy is so, too much strong for you, disconnect automatically. Okay?
Okay.
Mm? So just test it, and you decide if you can continue in this channeling or not. But
Okay.
in the first moments. So I count to 1 to 3, and you get the connection at 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Build, builder,
Small.
builder, are you there?
Yes.
How do you feel in the body of Justyna?
Small. It's small. It's small.
It's small, I know. How are you?
Irrelevant.
Relevant. Do you know me?
Yes.
Hmm? Why do you know me? Where did we meet before?
We haven't, but your information spreads around.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Do you remember Freddie Mercury on Earth, the singer?
Yes.
Hmm? So, did you decide about this reincarnation of this essence on Earth as Freddie Mercury?
Yes.
Hmm? Okay,
Partial.
okay, partially. And who was the other or the others one that decided with you about this?
I don't decide about the bodies. They are forged somewhere
Hmm.
else.
Okay, so why Freddie was bisexual and why he had a homosexual relationship in a period on Earth where it is so heavy taboo. He was famous, popular, loved, beloved. So there was a reason or not?
The reason is to stir the soup. You need to create an opening to create something new.
What is the something new in this case?
The introduction of different particles, the modification of DNA, the access to consciousness.
Do you mean the homosexuality, bisexuality is a work of alteration of DNA?
Every piece you create, every piece you
Yeah.
build
Hmm.
that destroys the existing structure
Okay. Yes,
gives you the chance to modify.
I understand. But what was the reason? Because Freddie Mercury, singer of the Queen, was homosexual in that period.
You can modify through outrage or through acceptance. With him, we decided to modify through acceptance, but with strong emotions, with something that essentially was not to be accepted.
Another questions. Did you decide that it was going to death by a AIDS disease in that period when this disease was so unknown?
Yes,
Why?
because it was good time. He would be remembered, as you said, as a beloved one. So we took the mixture of something that created outrage, but through him created acceptance. So we mixed two strong and contradicting fundamentals to have a better access to the structure.
Let me with Justyna. Disconnect, Justyna. Disconnect.
Okay,
How are you?
good.
Okay, just observe the energy you channeled and tell me how do you see now the morphology, the form, the DNA, if you can see it, if there is it.
It's like it's changing constantly. It's almost like you have different pieces of information, different structures that are combined into one, and then they are mixed and combined again and again and again.
Hmm. Okay, so, and, okay. So, the other questions of the protocol is, okay, just let me talk directly to Freddie Mercury again, please. Freddie,
I'm here.
Freddie, how did you discover to be HIV infected?
What do you mean how I discovered this? You mean physically or
Yes, physically. What happened?
it's just feeling bad? My body was not what it was before.
Hmm. How did you feel?
Like going dark, kind of like getting smaller.
Hmm. Okay, so Freddie, you wrote, if I'm not wrong, you wrote and sang "The Show Must Go On," one of your last songs. So, is this show going on today at this time when I'm talking to you?
I think so.
Hmm. And what is this show that is going on?
There are things that I can't really understand and no longer have access to this, but I think it's the new structure. It's the new man.
The new man? Who is
Yes.
the new man?
Everyone after me.
Everyone after you.
Yes.
hmm What is the show, so?
What?
What is this show that is going on? Where is the show? What is the show?
I think it's the expansion.
Hmm.
It's the more you let in, the bigger you grow. Somehow,
hmm
the
Okay,
easier it is to see you.
okay, Freddie. So you you sang to "There Must Be More to Life Than This" with Michael Jackson. Now you are over the earth life. So this other life is how you think when you sang the song. How is the life now?
It's good. It's no longer. There are no more instructions.
hmm Okay, is Michael Jackson with you? No.
Mm,
So do you visualize him if you try to do it?
somewhere very distant.
hmm Okay, do you allow me to talk directly to him?
I don't know.
Okay, ask Justyna. Just let me with her. Justyna, disconnect. How are
Mm,
you? Fine.
good.
hmm So now just try for a little time a connection to Michael Jackson. When I say three, one, two, three. Michael, Michael Jackson.
I haven't heard that name in some time.
hmm And how are you?
Good.
Good.
Busy.
Easy. Okay. And you sang when you was on Earth a song named "There Must Be More to Life Than This." Now you are there, over the Earth life. How is this life?
I'm not over it.
Where are you now?
Back
Back where?
on Earth.
Hmm? Exactly when? In which country?
It wouldn't be good if I told you.
What?
It wouldn't be good if I told you.
Uh, have you a body, a physical body now?
Yes.
Are you male or female?
It's funny, but I'm a female.
You're a female. And where do you live?
It wouldn't be good if I told you.
Where?
It wouldn't be good if I told you.
Why?
I don't want anyone looking for me.
Ah, okay, so I have to leave. Don't worry. Only the last questions. What do you think about Freddie Mercury?
He served a purpose, but you can never be sure whether that's what he wanted or not.
Okay, left me with Justyna. Justyna,
Yeah,
how are you?
good.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, how do you see Michael Jackson?
Um, I think he has a body. I think
With a body?
he has a body. I think he was he. I don't know if he wanted to talk. There was some resistance I felt.
Okay, resistance. If you get resistance, so leave. Okay, so disconnect from him. I want to talk again with Freddy. Freddy.
I'm here.
Freddy, you sang on Earth another song named Barcelona for the Olympic Games in Spain. And you sang the song with Montserrat Caballé, who died a few weeks ago in Spain. So, did you meet Montse after her death? Did you meet her?
I don't really meet people here. I didn't know. I thought she was still there.
Mhm. So, how do you visualize her?
I don't. I didn't. I don't have that information.
Okay, let me with Montserrat Caballé, please. Montse, Montse, how are you?
Who are you?
I'm Calo.
Why?
Why?
Why are you?
Um,
Why are you making those connections?
because we are into an investigation into hypnosis, and we are connected. We are connecting with many people who recently or not uh, died, as you. How are you? Are you?
Looking,
What?
looking. I'm looking.
Um, Monsi, do you remember Freddie Mercury?
Yes,
What do you think about him?
I liked him.
You like him?
Yes.
Mhm. Did you meet him when your death? After your death?
Not here, but I'm looking.
Are you looking for him?
I, yes, I could be looking for him.
Mhm.
I'm looking for,
How are you now?
not quite.
It's quiet. Monse, we are into an investigation session into hypnosis, as I said you, as I said, and if you want, we can open an investigation cycle for you about your career, your life. Do you want we to do it or not?
Investigation about my life.
Um, Investigation into hypnosis, how we're channeling with deceived deaf people, and you are people that recently died on Earth. And in Spain, here, when I'm talking to you, many people in television talked about this. So, This is the, the situation. But if you want, not. By the way, let me with Justyna. Thank you. Justyna, disconnect.
Yeah,
How are you?
good.
Okay. So now I want to talk directly to Freddie again for the last time of the session. Okay.
Okay.
Freddie, how are you, Freddie?
I'm seeing all this,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and
Did you see Monsi?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. And what do you think?
she hasn't she hasn't come to terms with it yet. I think she was always she was she wanted to know more.
Okay, Freddie. Now, why did you want to start a solo career and decided to leave the band?
I wanted to do something for myself. I
Mm.
wanted to experience
Mm-hmm.
life without the instructions. I wanted to feel how it would be me, you know.
To leave the band was a great idea, a good idea, or not? Yes?
Yes.
Why it was a good idea?
Because it gave me a sense of being free and being able to decide.
Okay,
I knew that I didn't have that much time, so I wanted something for myself as well.
okay. How did the band react to that?
I think they never let me go, actually. Not completely.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt that I had to kind of fight for it every single day
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why did you come back to the band again?
because of that fight.
The fight?
Yeah, I couldn't. I left, but then I was. It was like it wasn't as it was supposed to be. I tried to change this, and it took too much energy.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of didn't know how to be free, how to be me. So I
Okay.
went back.
Mm-hmm. So it was a good idea to get back.
I think everything was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how did the band react to your back?
Like I never left.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I haven't left at all. Maybe it hasn't really happened. Maybe it's just happened in some kind of other line of life.
Okay. So, Freddie, are you aware that many people go to your London houses, Kensington and the other one, to pay you homage?
I'm still close to that place. I'm still close. I haven't been gone long.
Do you feel this energy, the energy of these people?
Yes, I think it's the calm that I have here. It's this wrapping, this cocoon of that energy.
A cocoon energy.
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes, because it's light.
Mhm.
It's like a warm blanket.
Okay. Do you do something, anything with this energy?
I think it makes me be. I think I think it supplies me. I think it creates this space for me.
Mhm. It's part of your creation, your environment.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a telepathic communication to these people?
I can touch their minds, but only slightly. It cannot, it's not like what we do right now.
Okay.
It's just a sensation.
Freddie, can you feel the power of your songs when they are playing all over the world every day?
I don't know. They're somehow distant, like they're not mine anymore.
Hmm.
They're like an echo to me. So
Okay.
maybe they come back
Hmm.
to me.
Do you want to say anything to the listeners of the session?
I don't know. I guess
Okay.
I guess I'm grateful. I'm grateful for I'm grateful.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you. So now, where you are now, are you fine? Do you feel good or not?
I feel good, but I don't want another task.
Hmm. Okay. So I have to leave now. Thank you very much. Let me with Justyna. Justyna, disconnect. Disconnect completely. How are you?
Good.
Did you feel the same sensation when you channeled the Free Mercury in during the session?
The same to what?
The same sensation when you channeled the Freddy all the time of the session, or the sensation was changing?
No, it was changing.
Hmm. What was at the first of the session at the start, and how it was at the middle, at the end of the session?
At the beginning, there was this sensation of calm and peace and just kind of everything being right. And then there was the sensation of Like when you made all those other connections, it was a bit, I don't know, maybe certain surprise, like there was certain opening or certain flow of information that it wasn't present before. And at the very end, there was a sensation of a little bit of fear as well.
Mhm. Okay, so Justyna, thank you very much. Now disconnect from anything, anyone, completely. Disconnect completely. I'm going to count to 1, 2, 3, and you get back to that present moment when I'm talking to you now. 1. Wake up your body. You can feel now your body waking up and you feel good. You can feel your body get is strong and you can feel a good sensation of wellness. And 2, you feel happy, you feel relaxed and calm. The sensation is wonderful. And 3, open your eyes. How are you, Justyna?
Good.
Good. Okay, so it was a protocol because we have to analyze how this channeling work. Uh, these channelings work. So we are doing many sessions. There are many couple of operators, hypnosis operator, to do this session with the same questions with this protocol. So after it, we are going to analyze the information. We are to gathering all this enormous information to filter this information to get only the common part to can get this information um, um, worth. And so that's it. This is my fifth session about this protocol, and there are many information that is not matched, but only a few parts yes. This is the normal thing. This is the expectative. This is the result expected. But we now have to analyze all the common information, and we have to get sure that the person channeled was him or not, etc. So thank you for your availability. Thank you for your work, and see you soon.
Okay.
Do
Bye
you
bye.
want to talk about something you felt or saw into the session and you couldn't say because of the questions, for example?
There was this feeling of, like, it was very dense at points, almost as if um there was something blocking the information, and at moments there was a lot of confusion as well. I thought that sometimes it felt like they didn't really have the access to certain parts of who they really are or
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
So sometimes they were confused, and um, also I think when there was this kind of like a black point, black spot, it was difficult for them to understand and verbalize the information.
Hmm.
So I think there was also a lot of, at points, it was influenced by their own perspective and actually their own inability to access the bigger picture.
Hmm.
So
How did you feel when you channeled Freddie, Michael Jackson, Montserrat Caballé, and the Builder?
mhm.
The four entities.
I think Freddie was. the one who was the most who got the most into his role. I don't know how to say that differently. He was moving only within this space, this the closest environment. Michael was different. He was more exploratory, but he was also more self-conscious and kind of a bit kind of more egoistic, but I don't want to say that in a negative way. And Monse was, I think she didn't really know what was happening. I just had the sensation that she didn't even know that she was dead.
Confused.
Yeah, she was very confused, but at the same time, in her was the most potential to she was constantly saying she was looking, she was looking, she was looking. So as if there was this potential of finding out. Um, and the builder was just he's one of those entities that I find very deceptive because he's the entity um like he's really it's just like a group of information and you cannot really there's no stability in it, so there's no like reference point in it. He doesn't feel anything. He doesn't care about anything. He doesn't so you can never there are no like apparent signs of what he's gonna do, and I had this feeling that he was just working his way to gain information through this.
Hmm.
So it's like he's giving you access, but at the same time you know that he's also trying to access something. But I think it was difficult because it's just such a vast amount of information and energy that when it gets channelized through or channeled through a human body, it's just very uncomfortable, and it's as if he had to give up a lot of his own structure, as if to kind of
Hmm.
you
But
know
the sensation, the energy was good for you or not?
um it was neutral, but it was neutral
Neutral.
in this kind of anxious way. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's neutral, but then um it's like you don't know what's really happening because the structure was always changing, so you don't know where to look, and you don't know where the reference point is. So it's like you're looking at something that you it's almost like a vortex, that you're trying to pinpoint something there, and you cannot because it's all moving. So you're trying to make the connection, and you're trying to see what the environment is, and then it may just very quickly happen that it's something different because you're already somewhere different. So
Hmm.
it's like
Okay.
neutral but very, very controlling at the same time.
Hmm. Okay. Changing. Okay. I have to fill uh, electronic
Oh,
uh, electronic paper to get all this information. Thank you.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Justina. See you soon.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye bye.